So, good morning, everybody. And here I am working on a Saturday, uh, which is something I promised myself I'd try not to do. But sometimes I have things I want to react to. So, this morning I am heading off to Starbucks for my Starbucks run. And there is an elder care advice gentleman that I listen to on the radio. He's actually very smart and I listened to him quite a bit. And this morning, he had a caller, a woman who was calling on behalf of her husband, and he's approaching 65, and she wanted to know about Medicare. And should he file? Should he wait because he still works? And the gentleman I listened to did give her good advice, explaining that he doesn't necessarily have to file if he still has coverage from his job. You can file later under something called a special enrollment period. Um, However, here's where the call sort of went wrong because she then asked, "What about Social Security? Can he file for that?" And the elder care attorney, I'm assuming he is, uh, advised her, "Well, sure, he can file for Social Security. However, if he waits till full retirement age or age 70, his benefit goes up. And so, when all possible, he might want to wait till age 70." Um, which is correct. The problem is she told him that her husband is still working, and he mentioned nothing about earnings limits. And if her husband tries to file now at age 65, and he's working presumably full time, he's not going to be eligible for benefits. And that is one of the biggest mistakes that we would get at the agency when I was processing retirement claims. We get lots of people that don't quite understand the rules about earnings limits, and they file. And when you do that, the agency doesn't contact you and ask you, "So, by the way, do you actually want to file this application? You're over the earnings limit." They just process it. And basically, your application is approved, and then your benefits are immediately suspended. And now you have to go through the withdrawal process if you filed prematurely. So the gentleman I listened to, I'm going to give him kudos for giving her correct Medicare information. But as far as the retirement information she gave uh, the caller, it's incorrect unless he stops working. And that's a pretty major thing to leave out of that equation. So, one more reason why when you're filing for Social Security, you probably want to use a Social Security advisor and not a financial advisor, or in this case, an elder care attorney. Anyway, that's my little Saturday morning rant, and you're probably going to see lots of these because I hear stuff, um, and then I want to comment on it while it's still fresh in my mind. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great weekend.